Hello everybody, how are you going? And welcome back to Mini Motorways, where I've completed 2 of the 3 new maps, Expert Mode and all, but I think now it's just time to be giving the hardest one a go, Mumbai on Expert. Now of course it immediately goes ahead and spawns on the other side of the tracks, but as we know, especially from doing the previous 2 maps, I know that I can leave it for a very long time and wait for someone else to come and join the party, like Yellow there. And so I will leave it for a whole week, get my motorway, then leave it for a little bit longer, see who else spawns in and go from there, because this is Expert. You don't get second chances with road tiles. You can play a little bit of stuffing around, but you only get one piece of concrete. I mean, I guess I can go ahead and just join them in so that I don't build up too much. There we go. Now 2 trips on the board, soon to be 4 or 5 trips, but look, immediately disconnected. The train can come back all at once and the week will just cruise on by. Now having another pink join us in, it is really being quite a stock standard start right here, but like I said, I will continue just to not join anything in, and there we go. And even though I can and I do join people in temporarily to keep a lid on the numbers, at the same time, given the fact that I had a pink spawn down below, it really proves my point of not wanting to join things in too early, especially now with the pink over there. I probably just would have cut myself off if I'd just done the greens in too early. I mean, that's just such a standard green spawn though. What can I be doing with that? If nothing else, I would like to move them away from here, but I don't think, unless the road's actually concrete, I don't think it cares. I think it just puts the house down, but I will give it a go nonetheless. There we go. I mean, that is the other spot the greens do like to be spawning in. How did you just spawn there? I swear I had a road. I don't even know what's going on there. I guess it deleted the road, and I guess that is exactly what I was saying about. But these green also does spawn in here because they have another one in. So I don't believe it's actually blocked anything as of yet. I will get rid of yellow before they completely go concrete, even though there's not really any need to. To be fair though, having that other yellow spawn at the train station could have caught me out because I don't have that many. And I'm hoping that I can get a couple more yellows sooner rather than later. Man, that has felt like a very, very long week, of which I guess I will be taking the bridge maybe around about next time, because I do already have 1 bridge and I don't think I should ever need, what is it, 3 bridges? Or no, 5 bridges? That sounds a little bit too intense. The other thing that I should be checking is, does the motorway, yes, it does have its clock back. See, that was really weird last time. It just completely disregarded the clock, went, nah, I don't think you really want it or need it. And I went, no, I do really want it, but it just refused to give it to me. I guess I can't be using that as a clock because I put it in afterwards and let me just delete things before they go completely crazy. I guess some of these could be affording to be left in, but I'll just leave it to 100. It's not too bad just yet. But hey, now being 3 weeks down, I was able to go ahead and get my second motorway. And honestly, that week felt so much faster. And I believe that it's because I didn't have anything new. I didn't have to restructure my entire brain. Speaking of which, I guess that is new, and that is it is what it is, really. I guess I'll just have to wait and see where some more purples spawn in before I make some lasting decisions. Oh, now another green over there. Of course, there's also a train station as well, which is good and bad, but it's just such a collection of greens that always loves to spawn over there, and it always forces me to take them up and over this one, and then down there. It just gets stuck on the other side of the train. It's that simple, and so you have to probably end up using a motorway for them, which is a difficult situation to do when you also always need them over on the right. Oh, now like I was saying, I am a little bit torn about what I want to be getting, because I could be getting a bridge in case I need to be doing any ducking and weaving over in this right hand side bay, or even crossing over here. It's always a tough one, and I guess it comes down to the fact that, like I've said before, a bridge can let you do things that you can't otherwise do, and a roundabout only makes things better of what you've already got. So I'll take the bridge, and maybe for the last choice, then I'll be making the decision then. I've only just now noticed that I've absolutely blown past 100 points, and it's still being relatively easy just to swap it in and out as needed. I can just go ahead and be joining greens in, probably just to keep them alive, make sure that I still don't lose that motorway, because it's so easy just to all of a sudden have it fly on by. But yellow can go because, whoop, the yellow pip right there, draw it in, and then motorway gone. I also need to get rid of you, that means, and I think everyone else should be okay. However, I do think that it's nearly time to be starting to purposely leave some things in, because if you don't, then you start accidentally leaving things in that you really don't want to be left in. Another motorway down, let me just be taking that. I could have been using it as a clock, but it'll be fine. These guys can just go ahead on their journey. Now have every single building connected in, and look at that, green is already under the pump. So I will let them complete the cycle, wait till everyone starts dying again, motorway a couple of people just to keep them alive, and then see who spawned in by then. I want one more cycle, because I think it's about to come and slam me, but something that expert mode will not be nice to deal with otherwise. There we go, look at that, the first one of many that I was just worried about, and I just wanted to be postponing a little bit more. I will be motorwaying greens in a minute here, because I have 3 motorways at my disposal, so it's easy to make sure that people are surviving. And then there it is. That is why experience can just pay dividends. Just knowing that it wanted to be, or was most likely going to be spawning something in before the end of the week, and also the fact that this yellow and this purple combination down here is extremely common. I think that exact spawn has happened multiple times. Regardless, I'm glad that I took the bridges because I should be able to sneak a few people down and around, and otherwise, everyone's looking alright. I've got a few more houses now that I can just afford to be connecting in as necessary. Now does come the crunch time though. Do I want to be getting that bridge? To have 4 bridges, which feels as though it's a lot of bridges on a map like this, which doesn't really use a lot of its water. Like the entire left side, I guess I've used the bottom left-hand corner, but I've never had to bridge over the top left. I've never had to bridge over the left at all. It's only really ever the right, going from top to bottom, or maybe across the bottom here as well. So I feel like 3 bridges, maybe 4 bridges should cover me. So I'll get 4 bridges, and then I think the next time I'll take a roundabout. Unless I take a roundabout now. No, I'll take a bridge now, and I can always take another bridge later if I suddenly have a new development. Oh, but that is right. I'm actually yet to be connecting that yellow in whatsoever, so I'll just motorway some people over there. I've got some purple. Oh, actually, my eye just caught the fact that that green is also going. I don't think I should need to motorway them, but I will just connect a whole bundle of people over and start shipping them over, I think. I think that is going to be best. Oh, did I lose these ones? Oh, I did lose those ones. That is honestly the best ones out of anything to lose, but it is the first ones to lose to the concrete gods. Regardless, I've connected every single building in now, and hopefully everyone decides to survive. It's almost 300 points. I've got motorway 2 as my clock. It's a little bit delayed, but that should be fine. And I just have to make sure that these purples don't go crazy, the yellows don't go crazy, and everyone else should be okay for now. Pinks, I'll just slowly delete people as necessary. Purples, ooh, yeah, a little bit more. Yeah, I'll give it till then. There we go. Everyone's gone. Everyone should be surviving. And now I just want one more building, which feels completely ridiculous because I've just been saying that the whole time, but just one more spawning in anywhere, and then I will just go for it. I will just start to connect everyone that needs to be connected in. However, I do really feel as though I don't have enough yellows here. I've just been chucking my motorways at everything, and I nearly lost all of them. My goodness, there we go. I'll just be taking all of these guys back. Oh, that pink did connect in, which I guess is what it is. But really, look at how many yellows I've got. I've got what, a couple, but they're all spread out all over the place. And it's mainly the fact that I've got 2 down there, which are always completely useless. Oh, that is probably going to kill me. Especially, oh, I don't have a motorway back yet, do I? Wow. I guess I can join people in. But I've been completely missing the ball. My goodness, yellow came in and I just got laser focus for yellow. And then green was able to just build up that much. It might give me a bit of leniency because the numbers aren't that high yet in terms of I'm only at 390 points. But if I had a motorway, I might be able to make it, but I don't think I will be able to make it. Otherwise, my goodness, this is suddenly just run away from me entirely. I don't think that bottom green will be surviving. It's quite a long way, especially by the time that those people actually leave. If they had a motorway, it would be okay, but they don't. It's really that simple. And the closest one to get back is this guy. As soon as this car gets back, I will get one back, but I just don't think it will be in time. I can give it a go, see what people leave. Come on, if I can speed these people up at all. Come on, get off that motorway. Oh, I got 2 motorways back. Nah, it's gonna kill it. They're not gonna be there in time, and even these guys will not be able to take that motorway in time. Wow. I can't believe I just completely didn't see green rocking up that far. I saw this one, but this one, I don't know if it was kind of buried under the purple's motorway. I mean, maybe not precisely, but in terms of what my eye really saw, either way, that is just going to kill me, and that is absolutely tragic. Look, that guy didn't even take it, and that is dead. And there we go. Finally, the one that I've been waiting for, so I could just continue to connect everyone in, but I just had to wait forever. But look at that, completely dead. My goodness, at only 400 commuters. That is utterly horrendous. I'm just going to, I think, just whack it back up really fast, back up to about 400 points. Well, would you look at that, finally back up to about 400 points, of which on the dot, I was able to get a new color on the screen. I'm not too happy with where these guys are spawning, but there's not much I can do about it, considering I've been using a bit of a different approach in terms of just connect everything in, see how it goes. What's the worst that could possibly happen? And a bit of a mixed feeling. I feel as though I've been having better spawns, and the start was way different as well, just spawning basically here first. But I don't know, it still just feels wrong, and especially with the road tiles that do this, and just when you can't tell how locked in they are, it's very, very difficult on a white background. But just like that, already on to my final weekly choice, of which I believe that I'm probably going to be taking the bridge. I feel as though I'm going to be using a lot of bridges, even just having this pink spawn up the top right. Maybe that'll come into play, the other purple, whatever it may be. I will be taking that bridge and putting it to good use, I am sure. Now with another green down here, that is very, very serviceable, just across the train tracks once again. And yes, finally some people that I actually like up here. Usually that's just the pinks only spawn, but not today. Not when it spawns and starts a little bit differently. Obviously a whole bundle of oranges, and to be honest, I think that's going to have to be a motorway, because I'm not going to be dredging them all the way, I don't know what, through pink and everyone else. No, take motorway 1 and you can have the first one of the night, especially so you don't die on me too early. Oh, really? Did it have to go ahead and spawn right on the line? And, okay, I thought for a second you also spawned right on the yellows, but it is what it is. Just more motorways, I guess, of which I don't have unlimited, but I guess the game just thinks I do. Regardless, to dredge greens up out of there, I could use one of my many bridges, of which I think that's going to make the most sense, considering I've got 5. I can just steal these guys, I guess, would make the most sense instead of sending them over there. Or do I just send... Oh, which way do I send what? I think I'll just send these guys upwards instead. Then I guess there's not much use of not putting them onto the purples, because, well, it's going to be on the purples regardless. I can't take it off. Of which, speaking of, then I also have to be mixing these purples in with what? These greens? Or where else do I have purples? Here, pink maybe can carry them, or yellow. Probably yellow would make the most sense. Hang on a second, how all of a sudden are all the purples dying at the same time? That's ridiculous. I've just fed this guy a couple more cars. That should keep him alive. But this one, what am I meant to do about that one? There's nothing I can do. I've got every single possible person connected in. I've got 4 up there. That should be fine. And if nothing else, it's on them to be spawning in another purple so I can actually handle the volume that it's asking for. Because there's still room. Take the top right, for instance. Put one right there. There's plenty of purples, but I also need more houses. So choose one. I'm not a miracle worker. But still, this one is dying. What? There's no way. Pull in. Oh my goodness, please survive. There is no way that one should be dying. It's got 6 houses connected to it. Oh, I really want to get rid of that motorway before it connects itself in. You know what? I think I will. Just before it connects itself in. This bridge can honestly stay. I've got enough guys over here. If anything changes, I can just connect them in. At least then I don't have to worry about that. And it's only now purple. These 2 purples are wreaking havoc, and there's only ever 1 pip on them. I just need 1 more car to ever just be traveling a little bit faster just to make the entire thing work. But hopefully now that I've got the motorways in and a few more cars on their way, you know what, I'll even send this guy over. Will this one and this one survive? That's the only thing. Surely though, there's no way. There we go. Instantaneously, both of them disappeared. Look, this one didn't even leave. What's going on there? What? That's ridiculous. Oh, and there it is, of course. Just before we had a building spawn, all of a sudden the miracle works and the pressure goes away and everything's fine and dandy. Like, why couldn't you have done that before? It's completely and utterly ridiculous. Anyway, I guess I've already got, well, 4 people connected in. I probably need more, but I don't have any more. Everyone's just sitting at home up here, but that's not helpful. Motorway 3 can disappear before that gets locked in, and I guess we'll just see what happens from here. There are so many people going so many different ways that I don't even know what to keep track of anymore. I mean, as we can see, this yellow is about to be connected in, and really I think I have to leave it because it dies with, apparently, and certainly without it. And the orange at least is recovered. This green is possibly recovering just with 3 extra houses, but really I don't know how long that will last. I guess I can maybe send a couple of people on the way over here in case they're going to be needed. But honestly, look, this one's going to die. There are so many people that could and will be about to die in mere moments here that at 2,000 points, will I survive? Probably not. Is it going to be the bottom one? I think it is. Yeah, look at that. It was just getting completely framey at the end there. And I did still have an extra motorway. But my goodness, really, to what degree are you just expected to work miracles when you have to be connecting all these people in, regardless of whether it's expert mode or not? You have to be connecting so many different people in together because, like I said, they all just go ahead and spawn on top of one another between green, pink, yellow. Even there's an orange over here. There are so many people that just do not belong. Or if they do belong, they're just trying to make your life difficult because look at this, it's an absolute rainbow in here.